Hi guys, I hope you are all doing good and you are also doing well. Today ngifuna sikhulume about trend lines. I want us to pay more attention to trend lines. Um, I want us to pay more attention to trend line. There's a lot that you can use in the market besides trend line, but I want us to pay attention to trend lines though. Now, all I want us to do is to start from higher time frame. Higher time frame is very much important, guys. When I talk about higher time frame, I mean monthly, weekly, daily. And then you're gonna come across 12 hour, 8 and 6 hours. Those are the time frames I prefer to use. So here you start from higher time frame and then you go to daily time frame. Why do you have to do that? You have to check the direction of the market. You must know ukuthi market iya kuyiphi direction so that it will be easy for you to take a decision that will correspond with the direction of the market. Now, if you're going to fail to check the actual direction of the market, mind you, the trades that you're gonna take, they will not give you anything. Whenever you're going to be against the direction of the market, you'll have problems. So whatever you do, make sure that you start from higher time frame. You check the direction of the market so that it will be easy to move with a market yakho. Now we are on daily time frame here. Let's move. Daily time frame shows that the market is going up. Weekly time frame shows that the market is going up as well. And monthly as well is showing us that the market is going up. Now that you know that all of the higher time frames indicates that the market is going up, what is it you're gonna be looking for, or what is it you must look for now? You must look for opportunities that are pushing the market up. Remember, whatever you do in the market, you don't have to go against the direction of the market. Whatever you do, make sure that you do not go against the direction of the market. Now go to 12-hour time frame, of which is this one specific. Now that you know that the market is going up, let me remove this one. Now that you know that the market is going up, make sure that you look for buy opportunities. Make sure that you don't create opportunities that are not there. Whatever you're going to be doing here, you're looking for what? For buy opportunities, right? Now we're going to move to 8 hours. We're going to move to 8 hours. What is it we're looking for? We're looking for any pattern here that work. And then one of the patterns that I'm using is trend line, continuation pattern, support and resistance, and then the last one is supply and demand. But mainly today I want us to focus on trend lines. So here we'll stick only specifically on trend lines. Right now, I'll just highlight few of the patterns that I also use. Here, we have a continuation pattern that was tested. This one shows that the market is still going to that particular direction. Therefore, what is it we have to do? We go to 6 hours. What is it we have on 6 hours? We have a continuation pattern. How do you see if you have a continuation pattern or not? You must at least have two candlesticks that are opposing the direction of the market on an uptrend or on a downtrend. So here we have a continuation pattern, but we're not going to focus mainly on this continuation pattern. Yes, they are about to test this continuation pattern right now. They are about to test it. What we're going to do, we'll go down with the time frame. Now I'll move to a 4-hour time frame. Right now, I'm on 4-hour time frame. I'm on 4-hour time frame. What is it am I expecting here? Here we had a broken what? Trend line. This is the current price. We have a broken trend line. Now that we have a broken trend line there, expect the market to reach the broken trend line before it changes the direction. Now, the $1,000,000 question that you must have right now, what is it that you have that can cause the market to go all the way down besides this continuation pattern? This whole continuation pattern is going to be your buy zone. This whole continuation pattern is going to be your buy zone. I'm on 4-hour time frame right now. This is 4-hour time frame. So I'll move to 3-hour time frame. I must find something that is also corresponding with this trend line here. So I move to 3-hour. 3-hour, I get the same thing. I move to 2 hours. On 2-hour time frame, I get the same thing. On 2 hours, I get the same thing again. Now, the chances of the market pushing back from here are very much high. The chances of the market pushing back up is very high. Let's check on 1 hour. On 1 hour, we have the broken trend line. You can even say resistant because of once you trade trend lines are the same as support and resistance. Since well, this trend line was broken, they will come back and test the trend line as what? As support here. So you can also use your trend line as support and resistance. Now I will remove this continuation pattern a little bit. I have two confirmations that confirms that the market will respect the trend line. The confirmations that I have a continuation pattern on 1 hour time frame, and then I have a trend line that was broken, it was not tested. Therefore, you can wait for the market to reach the broken trend line, or you can just, but if you are trading continuation patterns, already you're gonna get in, already you're in here. If you are trading trend lines, you're gonna wait for the market to come back to this trend line, and then that's when you're gonna get in and buy. Now, remember, whatever you're going to be doing here, you're pushing the market up. You are not going against the direction of the market. That's the biggest mistake you can do. Now, let's check here. What is it we have that is not corresponding with the direction of the market? Remember, here we are looking for buy opportunities. So as we are looking for buy opportunities, it is very much important to come to this uptrend and check what is it we have that was left unattended. What is it we have that can cause the market to come down? You see here, you have a trend line. It looks like this. It was not tested. This trend line was not tested. What else do we have here again? You have another trend line that was broken. It was tested. Remember, I said if you are trading trend lines, the same as a person who's trading support and resistance. Remember, I'm sure some of you are familiar with this say that they call this thing of flipping. Once a support is broken, it becomes a resistance. Once a resistance is broken, it becomes a support. The very same thing that happens here. So here we had a support. We had a resistance that was broken. It became a what here? A support. This is how you can also use your trend lines. You can see that the market came back to test the trend line and then it went all the way up. If you check what actually happened here is what happened. Now you have to wait for the market to reach the trend line, and that's when you're going to take a decision to push the market up. Now I will erase so that everything will be clear here. Let me remove everything. Now look at what we have again. A trend line that was tested. This one is very much important, guys. It is very much important for you to use all the time frames so that you can see what is actually happening in the market. You notice that, oh, here you had a trend line, the trend line that pushed the market down to test the trend line on your left hand side. That was just broken. Can you see that? If you are out there, you are trading trend lines only, allow yourself to wait. Do not create opportunities that are not there. Once you learn not to create opportunities that are not there, the higher the chance that you're going to be profitable. If you look at what happened here, let's say for an example, you are trading trend lines only in the market. You're supposed to have your first time touch and then your second time touch. That's when you're going to say, oh, flip, I have a trend line now. Since well, you have a trend line, you have to wait for the market to come back and touch the trend line for the third time so that you can find yourself selling. This is where you must find yourself selling. I'm on 1 hour time frame. Now, here's the interesting part. I'm on 1 hour time frame. You're gonna draw your trend line and extend it to the right, and then you will wait for the market to come back and test the trend line. As you're gonna be waiting, what is it you're gonna be doing here? Nothing. You wait for the market to come back and test here. Remember, whenever you are approaching the market, you must know what you are trading in the market. Do not just get in and create opportunities that are not there. If you know that you are trading trend lines, stick to trend lines. If you know that you are trading continuation patterns, stick to continuation pattern. The very same thing that happened here. Let me remove this trend line inside. If you look at this trend line, there's a continuation pattern. Those who don't know a continuation pattern is a pattern that shows that the market is still going to that particular direction. So here they left a continuation pattern. The market pushed all the way up until here. The market came back down to test the continuation pattern. Someone will be like, why did the market then return to test or to come back here? What happened? It is because of the trend line that was not tested on the left hand side, that was broken. Here they tested the continuation pattern, they came back for the trend line, and then they continue with their actual uptrend. So whatever you're going to be doing in the market, make sure that you go extra mile with checking your information. Go extra mile and check, okay, fine, if I find myself pushing the market up here, what could be the problem that can cause the market to go down? Let's say for an example, um you were expecting the market to go up here, you decided to buy here. What is it that was going to be a problem? It was going to be this trend line below. It was going to be this trend line. Why this trend line? It has the first time touch and the second time touch. There's not that touch where you're supposed to buy. So this is the only obstacle that was going to wait, or that was going to be on your way. You're supposed to get the third touch here so that you can find yourself doing what? Pushing the market up. You add your trend line here, then that's when you'll realize, oh, flip, this is what actually happened. Add your trend line, it will just look like this. Your trend line will look like this. If you are out there, you do not have a strategy or a pattern, I'll advise you to go and learn how to use trend lines. This is how it is going to look like. Here is your trend line. The market is going up. They left a continuation pattern. They came back to test the continuation pattern. Now, when I say to you, learn to stick to your pattern. Do not find yourself jumping in just because of you see this big candlestick and then you decide like, I know what, I can see that the market is going up. It's time for me to get in. You will get in here, the market will go down. And then as the market is going down, you will think that no, flip, the market is a downtrend now. You start selling. You will take loss as the market is going up. You will take loss as the market is coming down. Then what's going to happen to your account? You will find yourself blowing. So try by all means to prevent jumping on moving trend. I was talking about this trend line. When they tested this trend line for the second time, that's when you're gonna draw your trend line, and then you'll patiently wait. I'm on 1 hour time frame. As I'm on 1 hour time frame, check how many candlestick do we have before the third touch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candlestick. What does that mean? Since well, I'm on 1 hour, it means you waited for 5 hours to find this downtrend. Just for 5 hours to find yourself doing what here? Selling on the third touch of the trend line. That's a strategy. You know very well that whenever the market will come back to your trend line, you'll make money. Even if the trend line is going to be broken, like what happened here, you'll still make money. How? What do you mean by that? Here is your first time. Let's go for the second time. This is the second time here, right? You have your first time, you have your second time. You're expecting the market to come down here, and then this is what the market did. It went up to hit your stop loss. What to do from there? You wait for the market to come back and test the trend line. That's when you're gonna get in again. Whatever amount you lost here, you're gonna gain it as the market is going up. You'll gain the amount and make a lot as the market is pushing up. Remember, I said you must not go against the direction of the market. That one is very much important. And as important as it is, you cannot find yourself jumping in here because of this one is going against the direction of the market. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? I can see we have one individual. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. And then if there is something you don't understand, feel free to let me know what is it you do not understand so that I can find a way to explain to you. If there is something you do not know or you do not understand, feel free to ask. I'd be happy to answer you. If I don't know, I'll tell you that no, I have no idea of what you're talking about. If you do not have a strategy, you do not have a pattern, try to use trend lines. Try to use trend lines, but then if you use trend lines, you must know that you have to be patient in the market. Actually, it's not trend lines only that needs you to be patient. All the patterns, they need you to be patient. Whatever you do in the market, it doesn't matter what is it you're trading. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Uh, let's say you are trading continuation patterns. Let's say you are trading continuation pattern. Look at what happened here. This is your continuation pattern. They pushed the market up. That's 1 hour. This candlestick that you see is another hour. They came back to test the continuation pattern. You waited for full 1 hour. Actually, let's just say 2 hours, because of this is where the market closed. The second candlestick closed. That's full 2 hours before you find yourself buying. Let's go back a little bit. There's one that looks good on your left hand side. They left this continuation pattern, and then full 1 hour. Another this one is just 1 hour only, because of the market opened roughly here, and then the candlestick pushed all the way up to this continuation pattern before we had a downtrend. Are we moving together, guys? If we're moving together, let me know. If we are not moving together as well, let me know. I'm not gonna be long, guys. I'm not gonna be long. I'm just here to share a few things and then I go. So here you can see the continuation part. Hence I mentioned that I am not here for continuation patterns. Now, there's a reason why I came here. If you check, I was talking about trend lines. I said whenever you are trading trend lines and then you decided to buy your trend line, then the market just penetrate your trend line, do not worry. The market will come back to test your trend line. The market will forever repeat history over and over and over again. Your job is to relax and observe. That's it. Once you learn to observe, it will be easy for you to see what actually happens in the market. I don't know why. So here you have your first time touch, you have your second time touch. It was penetrated by this candlestick. And then the next thing, they went through the trend line. Later on, they came back to test it to show that no, we are moving downside. What do? You wait for the market to come back and test so that you can sell. That's what you do in the market for you to be profitable. You don't look at the series of the red candlestick and be like, yeah, now I see the market is going down. Hey, the momentum is very strong. It's time for me to jump in and sell. You'll sell here, the market will go up. You'll then think, oh, flip, I was wrong to sell here. It's a buy. You start buying roughly here, the market will go down. You'll be like, oh, flip, I was wrong to buy it. And now the market is going down. You get in here, you sell, the market will go up. You will literally feel like the market is going against you, or your broker is hunting your stop loss or hate you or something, whereas they do not hate you. Instead, you are doing something wrong. If you have a pattern that you are using or that you are trading, stick to that pattern. Stick to that pattern, you'll see the magic. Do not just jump in just because of you see a series of candlesticks that are going down or going up. For an example, on your left hand side, you had a series of candlesticks pushing up. This doesn't mean that the market is pushing all the way up. You have to jump in here. No, you can jump in here and then this happen. What are you going to do? Whenever you are trading a certain pattern, a certain strategy, stick to that strategy of yours. For an example, you are trading trend lines. Hence, I said today I want to talk about trend lines. You are trading trend lines. Only what do? You wait for the market to come back and test your trend line. Can you see how accurate it is? I once mentioned that if you have one of my ebooks, actually, yeah, if you have one of my ebooks, you remember that I mentioned this. If you see, or if you are trading trend lines and you have a smaller account, it is easy for you to grow your account using trend lines. Most of the time, whenever you are trading trend lines are zero float. For an example of what happened here. This is just a zero float. The market pushed all the way down up until it reaches the trend line. The next thing, the market changed the direction. Now, look at this. This is what is common in the market now. Here is your second time touch. Count the candlestick after the second time touch. It's 1, 2, 3, full 3 hours you are patiently waiting for the market to come back to your trend line so that you can buy. Think of the person who notice that, oh, we have the first time and the second time. Let me push, or let me just jump in here and then I will close as soon as the market reaches this resistance, because of I think this is where the market's gonna turn, so that I can make few bucks and then I'll go hard on the market. You decide to jump in here and then this candlestick happens. Where are you going to be? You find yourself creating opportunities that are not there. You'll take loss after loss. Let's say you are trading a continuation pattern as well. If you are trading a continuation pattern, this is very much big, but not that big because of we are on 1 hour time frame here. Here is your continuation pattern. It's a drop, base, drop. Don't just jump in just because of you see a series of red candlestick. That doesn't mean we are selling. Wait for the market to test whatever that you are trading. If you are trading continuation pattern, wait for the market to test your continuation pattern. If you are trading supply and demand, wait for the market to test your supply and demand. If you are trading what they call this thing, if you are trading trend lines, do the same thing over and over and over. Okay, now look at this. After they created the drop base drop, how many candlestick do you have? We'll just say 1, 2, pushing up before it became a what? A downtrend. Can you see that? Few bucks pushing the market down. You look for another opportunity. You're only trading continuation patterns in the market, right? Here is your rally base rally. How many candlestick as the market was pushing down to the continuation pattern? 1, 2, 3. 3 hours. You were patiently waiting for the market to test this candlestick so that you can buy. Can you see that? Okay, besides the continuation pattern we have there, what else do we have? A trend line that is pushing the market up. It looks like this. First time, second time, this is where you're gonna buy. Now, different type of traders are also available here. Those who are trading continuation pattern, they're gonna step in here. Those who are trading trend lines, they're gonna step in here. Both of them, they are pushing the market up. Can you see that? Now, if you are pushing the market up, move to your left hand side. On your left hand side, what is it you have? This continuation pattern. It is very much important for you guys to check which direction is the market headed, and then what is it we have on our left hand side, and whatever that we have on our left hand side, how strong it is. Is it going against the direction of the market? I don't know. That is your job to check. Look at what happened. Drop, base, drop. They tested the drop first here, and then what happened after they tested the drop? They created a rally here. They tested the rally, and then the market pushed all the way up until here. Why did the market turn here specific? The market pushed all the way down. What happened? What was the cause of this? You push to your left hand side. I always say, according to my experience in the market, whatever you do, you have to pay attention to your left hand side. Your left hand side is very much important. So if you pay attention to your left hand side, you'll see what happened to your left hand side. You had your first time touch of the trend line, second time touch of the trend line. What do? You wait for the market to come back and test the trend line so that you can find yourself selling. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, I see. Now guys, uma kuwukuthi you're out there, you've been trying, but you don't see any different. I would advise you to your chat lakho right now and do what I am doing. It doesn't matter ukuthi usebenzisa, and this is Deriv. Remember, I spoke about this continuation pattern. The market is going up, it's an uptrend. Here we have a continuation pattern, and then we have what else? We have a broken trend line. The higher the chance that the market will push all the way back and go up. And then if there's no question, guys, allow me to ngiphume ngovosh. So, live again next time.